Each year in Nigeria, thousands of children fail to go to school due to poor infrastructure, especially in public schools. This is not because of their own making, but because of poverty and poor background. Primary schools are not used to be like before, as children roaming around, some selling pure water on the streets. This is why NYSC Corps member Wisdom with Nduchika 2022 Batch B Stream 2 is fast becoming the new face of philanthropy in Nigeria. Wisdom with Nduchika seems to listen to cries from all corners and respond very swiftly. The past 1 year, he has done more philanthropic acts while serving her country like no other Nigerian Corps members has done. He first responded to a dilapidated public schools. Is renovated of Jahi 2 Primary School in FCT Abuja.
I felt that it shouldn't be like that, to be honest with you. I went to school, and even though I went to school, the kind of school I went to was not this bad. I went to a school that was in a good state, no matter how it was, but this was awful. And when we talk about children being the leaders of tomorrow, the future of tomorrow, you can't expose them to this kind of thing and expect them to really do well. They will disappoint us. As a matter of fact, literally, to an extent, we're literally raising robbers, kidnappers, hoodlums, gangsters, nuisance to society. So I felt that if they can embrace something new, fresh, an enabling environment for them to study, to concentrate and assimilate whatever they've been taught, it will help them to produce results. Because whatever you're exposed to also determines how far you go in life. So I feel that they should be exposed to a good environment, a learning environment that can foster innovation, foster leadership, foster good governance.
As if that was not enough, Wisdom lent support to many widows and less privileged and started construction of ongoing Jahi 2 Health Center. In an exclusive interview with Jim TV Abuja, Wisdom with Nduchika said the happiest people are not those getting more, but those giving more. Wisdom is one of Nigeria's finest philanthropists and never misses an opportunity to bring out his wallet to help. health, the social problems hindering kids, and single women from bossing up against their challenges and living a fun-filled life. Giving to the needy and community makes me happier. And this is because I choose to freely give, whether I have a little or lot of money. How I choose to spend it matters most to my happiness. Selflessness is in my DNA. Wisdom Wealth Nduchika added that in Jahi community there is no health center. He decided to build one for them to provide needy mothers with access to the right resources so they can live on their own abilities. He promised to empower more people who he believed in a small time will, in turn, be able to empower others.
Basically, the reason why we are doing it is people in this community, especially pregnant women, they die on the way to a neighboring community. As a matter of fact, many have died, and to them it's normal. I don't think it's normal for people to just die because of the lack of a health center. So this is the reason, or the prominent reason why I'm doing it. Because the woman died, and not just died with her unborn baby. So they both died together. It's ridiculous. I know that death is not something that we have control over, but at least we can minimize it, we can control it. It doesn't have to be something that happens anyhow. It can be controlled. It's service to humanity, ultimately to God first. God is the reason why I do everything. He is the reason why I'm here. And ultimately, as a steward or a servant, I would get to give him account of what I've done. Though I'm not perfect, nobody's perfect. However, we strive to do the best that we can, giving glory to God. Service is the motive. Humanity is the motive. Love is the motive. You can't have something and say you don't have it. If you can help, you help. Even when you can't help, you can make an effort. That's what I'm doing here. There are several times I've not slept, just trying to figure out how to get this done. And not just that, I've also bleeded one night around 1 a.m. from my nose due to stress. But for me, it's a sacrifice worth doing. For me, I believe there's no sacrifice and there's no victory. So victory and sacrifice, they go hand in hand. So the victory is to enable the community to have a health center, for them to have the priority, the basic essence of well-being. As they say, health is wealth. For us to have a wealthy nation, we also need to have a healthy nation. People have to be healthy. If you remember during the COVID and Ebola and everything, it's actually a big problem. It disrupts the economy. So we're just trying to mitigate that by ensuring that they have the basic. They're entitled to it. It's a basic need. Nigeria is my constituency. The world is my constituency. The Bible says that the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, and all that dwell therein. Everything belongs to God. There's nothing like the constituency in the kingdom of God. So for me, the whole world is my constituency. Wherever I find myself, that's where the impact begins. Let's just love one another, and the basic way to show love is actions. Don't just talk it, do it. The assistance I need right now is support, resources. If not resources, let people bring the materials, the artisans, the skilled laborers and craftsmen. That's all. If we all start bringing a portion of what we have towards national development, we'll go really far. You don't need money to achieve those things. You just need people that are willing to give you what they have.
The chief of Zahi, popularly called Jahi II, His Royal Highness Sir Malam M. Adamu, and his chiefs, who could not hide their joy, came to the site to see the project and express satisfaction. His Royal Highness Sir Malam Adamu said the copper has done what government and the peoples that represent them could not do for years. He prayed for copper for long life and prosperity.
Got to get primary health care. But when copper discovered that, he now say, chief is very important, so that to save the people life of Jahi to heal. He now say, okay, what he can do, he can try invest, to get approval from National Assembly and also area council. He wrote to them, even our security agency, so he informed them before he start the foundation. But what he's doing, maybe people will think that it's a government doing the work or area council doing the work. No. It's a copper project. It's a community effort. So he discovered that it's very important to get primary health care. So I am appeal to federal government to look into this matter. It's not our work, it's not our duty as a community effort. It's government that's supposed to build primary health care. Copper is from Delta States. Copper is not from this community. But copper tried to save our life. And my message to my community member, the tribal leaders, and majority of this community, we should support copper. And there are other organizations, maybe some of us that are working there, or some of their colleagues are working in an NGO in many areas. They should deliver message so that they should come forward and join hands together to make sure that copper finish this project. Number two is that our government, they should try as much as possible to make sure that they should come close to Jaihe and supervise and see the project and know what to do. I will not forget, election is coming. They may come all the time. Our people to vote for them. They should not forget that when you are in the position, you come and appeal to people of each community for the whole country to vote for you. After election, you make sure that you move around or you delegate some of your people or your messenger to go one after the other to various communities and discover what is their challenges, what are they facing, what are their problems, what is bothering them. And that is the constitution. In administration, when they vote you, you'll be in that position. Try, visit your people or send your people to go and see what is the problem of those people in that community or the whole country. Then you can be able to solve their problem.
Some of the community's residents include Isa Adamu, Yusuf Pada, Victor Azuka, also gave their testimony and prayed for copper for long life.
Very happy with this copper, how he come our village to develop our village, to bring this clinic for us. We are happy. God can help him to his life. Other coppers and the senators and the race to come and see this wonderful job when this copper open for us to join hand to him to finish this work immediately.
Godiya saboda kofa nan yayi aiki gaskiya tsakani da Allah. Saboda kofa mun godiya da shi, Allah ya kara mashi fahimta kuma Allah ya kara mashi baiwa, Allah ya kara mashi lafiya. Saboda aikin da yana yi a Jaito na godiya muke yi mashi. Wannan community na Jai muna godiya da shi, saboda muna godiya da shi matakar godiya saboda Allah ya kawo shi a nan Jai community Jaito. Kuma muna godiya, muna bada kuka ta wajajen manyanmu na gwamnati, senator the house muna yi musu godiya kuma Allah ya kara musu basira, Allah ya kara musu godiya. Muna kuka ta wajen su da taimaka mamu su sa mamu wannan hannu a wannan aikin da kofa ya zai yayi wannan jaitu nan, saboda muna godiya da su dan kara mamu hannu da chairman wanda yana na mai karanguna ma aka yanzu da kansuloli na gwarin power muna godiya, muna so su dan kara mamu godiya nan su taimaka mamu su sa mamu wannan hannu a kai wannan aikin da kofa ya kawo nan, saboda muna godiya da su, saboda mu ba mu da karfin iko yi sai su da suna cikin gwamnati su dan tarafa mamu su sa mamu hannu, muna godiya da su.
A laudable project that we need support in all areas. You can support for this project to continue in terms of finance, in terms of strength, in terms of any way you can support. We need your support so that this thing is something that even not you yourself benefit, your children, your generation will benefit as long as this JIA is concerned.
If now that one now we are appreciating the Oga Copper. Why? Because what our Copper did, I'm very happy. I appreciate why, because he helped the community. Now I know what he did. He did with the make God bring blessing, make God help us with the sofa for hospital for this community. What I appreciate copper, where God bring copper, provide this copper for this community. We are appreciating, not only me. Why? Because we are suffering. No hospital for this day, no nothing. We are just suffering. It's where they suffer. But this is what they do now. Even though they not pay me, I appreciate why, because it's community something. So now we dey care. Oga copper now part time. We appreciate. We thank God. We thank God. My God help him.
Since we come this time, at the hustle, but when I carry a car, they drive keke na pepe. When I carry one woman, we get belle. Where we go find where she go born. And for Jaiwan and the day far, but by the special grace of God, thank God say my hand they clean that day. We drive sote. We can't reach there. As we reach there, I know reach 1 hour. The woman born, and by the grace of God. So I appreciate. I thank God for this copper where God bring for Jai too, to help our community, to help us so that anybody will play ball, score goal, if it's there near, make it can just enter favor room, make it burn. As God take help him, make you uplift him, make it.
It's a thing of joy anyway. He has done what even the government has tried to do, but they've not really achieved it. Actually, when he started it, so many people think it will not come to pass. But we thank God today that it's actually going on, and we thank God at the end of the day we will all come out to celebrate it.
Say that it is really amazing. Particularly the man in question, his zeal, his ability to, his drive is what is most important, and that is why we are here, and we're doing all our best to give him the necessary support that he needs.
Others who spoke to Jim TV crew includes a pregnant woman who the health center situated in front of her shop expressed gratitude, urges others to emulate the copper. They, however, solicited for assistance to complete the project.
And this is my shop there, and I'm so happy for this clinic that the community is bringing to this place. And before we used to go far to go and deliver for sick people, but now we have Njai here. I'm so grateful for the person that bring this plan. May God continue to bless him and continue to prosper him and let him do more in Jesus' name.
Mun ji daɗi za a mana asibiti, za mu more ta, insha Allahu, in Allah ya sa muna da rayuwa.
I come from this Jaitu community. So when I see this man, we just a joke. Say this place no get hospital. Pregnant woman before them, as in when they get pregnant, they want to register. They have to go to Jaiu one. And sometimes when they want deliver, since the place not there near here, then they before them go rush them to Jaiu one. You go here say somebody don't die in pregnancy. So like play like joke before I know now. This place on the come up. When I ask them, I said they want to build a health center. So We just thank God for everything.
What we are just seeing here is something we've not seen before. For a copper to come and start building, let me say, community clinic. It's something that is very awesome. We see it as a very good development. Because government have not really come out here to say this is what we want to give to the community.
Well, I and Mr. Wisdom met in camp. Actually, we were on the same Sahid group back in camp, and the first time he told me he wanted to go on this project, I didn't even believe that he was about to embark on this kind of project. But as God will have it, the project started, and we've come this far. God has been faithful, and we've been pushing through. So it's something that one would say this is like a gift from God to the community, because we've heard stories of pregnant women dying because they couldn't get to the hospital or the maternity home on time. So we are grateful to God for using him to embark on a project like this.